Hello and welcome to this explainer. For those of us over 50 choosing Vietnam for a long-term stay, preparing for unexpected situations is literally one of the best ways to create stability and peace of mind while living abroad. Today, we're going to look closely at how the right preparation is the absolute ultimate key to a peaceful, stable life in Vietnam as an expat. So, I want to pose this question directly to you. How do you actually build peace of mind in a brand new country? It's a huge question, right? When you're living miles away from your home country, the unknown can feel, well, a bit daunting. But the answer to this question doesn't lie in worry or fear. It lies in structured preparation. By understanding the systems in place and taking just a few proactive steps, you can entirely shift your experience from anxiety to absolute confidence. Okay, let's dive right into this. To get you fully prepared, we are going to look at the 5 pillars of stability: legal protection in Vietnam, international healthcare infrastructure, practical emergency preparation, stability through residency cards, and finally, maintaining legal compliance. Let's move to Section 1, legal protection in Vietnam. This right here is the absolute bedrock of your rights as a foreign resident. Your legal security here is officially documented. Under Vietnamese law number 47, 2014, foreigners residing lawfully in Vietnam are explicitly entitled to legal protection of their life and health. This isn't just some courtesy, it's a foundational law governing foreign entry and residency. Let's look at the exact wording. Article 44 of that law explicitly states you have the right to have your lives, honor, property, and legitimate interests protected in accordance with Vietnamese law. I want to emphasize this because it should absolutely reassure you. As a lawful resident, your fundamental safety and health are legally guaranteed by the state. Which brings us perfectly to Section 2, international healthcare infrastructure. Those legal rights to health protection are backed up by some truly world-class physical facilities. Emergency medical care is available through both public hospitals and international medical facilities. Now, a lot of long-term residents choose top-tier systems like FV Hospital in Ho Chi Minh City, or the Vinmec system, which operates across multiple cities. These hospitals are Joint Commission International, or JCI accredited. That means they operate at the highest international standards. And why does this matter for you? Well, they provide multilingual support and English-speaking staff, with services specifically designed for foreign patients. When you're having a stressful medical event, removing that language barrier is absolutely crucial for your peace of mind. And it goes way beyond just general care. These hospitals feature specialized centers of excellence. Whether you need routine care or critical specialties, we're talking advanced cardiology, the Hai Vong Cancer Center at FV Hospital, specialized orthopedic bone and joint centers, or gastroenterology, comprehensive and highly advanced care is readily available. You really don't have to fly out of the country for excellent specialized medical attention. Let's transition to Section 3, practical emergency preparation. We've seen what Vietnam offers, so now let's look at the actionable steps you need to take yourself. Practical preparation begins with keeping important documents accessible. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this checklist. First, it is highly recommended to keep your passport or temporary residence card available when visiting hospitals or clinics. Identification and residency information are almost always requested during registration or treatment. Having this accessible means zero delays in hospital admission when every single second counts. Second, prepare an emergency contact list and your medication records before a problem even occurs. And third, have your insurance details ready to go. And this brilliantly illustrates our next point, making sure the financial side of an emergency is seamless. Many international hospitals offer direct billing arrangements with insurance providers such as Pacific Cross. Just imagine a scenario where you or a loved one needs immediate care. Instead of worrying about massive out-of-pocket costs and filing tedious reimbursement claims later, you simply present your Pacific Cross card. With their network expanding to nearly 750 facilities domestically and abroad, you get frictionless direct billing. Honestly, that is true peace of mind. Moving right along to Section 4, stability through residency cards. Maintaining a stable residency status can actually help reduce administrative complications during emergencies. Let's compare your options here. On one side, we have short-term tourist visas, or DL visas. These max out at 90 days, meaning every 3 months you're facing the anxiety of visa renewals or border runs. On the flip side, we have the temporary residence card, or TRC. Holding a TRC generally provides much more long-term stability than relying entirely on short-term tourist visas. It replaces the visa stamp entirely, allowing multiple entries and exits without constant time checks. When an emergency strikes, the absolute last thing you want to be worrying about is an expiring tourist visa. Let's slow down for a second and look at how you might actually qualify for a TRC across a few common categories. If you're a major investor under the DT1 symbol, your card can be valid for up to 10 years. No way, right? 10 years. If you're a dependent or family member of an eligible expat or a Vietnamese citizen, the TT symbol grants 3 to 5 years. And for workers or experts, that's LD1 and LD2, you get up to 2 years. Take a moment to identify which eligibility bracket you might fall into, because securing this card is a massive step toward long-term security. Finally, let's explore Section 5, maintaining legal compliance. Think of this as the glue that holds your residency, your legal rights, and your medical access all together. As we move through 2026, maintaining updated temporary residence registration through your landlord or accommodation provider remains an incredibly important part of legal compliance. Your landlord must declare your arrival to the local police within a strict 12 to 24-hour window. Why does this matter? Well, accurate residence information and organized medical records help medical staff and local authorities respond much more effectively during urgent situations. Basically, they need to know exactly where you are to assist you efficiently. Vietnam's healthcare infrastructure continues to develop beautifully in major cities, especially for international and long-term residents. By preparing medical records, identifying nearby healthcare providers like Vinmec or FV, and maintaining proper legal residency, you can approach long-term living in Vietnam with so much more confidence. For the most current emergency procedures, always confirm information directly with your healthcare provider or official local authorities. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are your emergency plans as ready as your next adventure? Remember, preparation rather than fear remains one of the most effective tools for a successful long-term stay. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.